Hello everyone, welcome back to another video today. Before I start this video, I just want to say that videos, like my upload schedule is gonna, go down from 2 a month to probably 1 a month. I say probably because school and just started, everything's all together, like it's just all started, I'm a junior in high school, so yeah, it's homework is ramping up, and yeah, I've been getting back into the mood of things for school, and yeah, so yeah, I'm basically just for this channel, I'm gonna upload once a month and upload whenever I really want to. So yeah, sorry guys if yeah, but hey, at least I'm still uploading. So today I'm gonna get back into the video. Uh, I'm gonna be reviewing something that I don't usually review, and it is like a game. Now, that doesn't seem really too impressive. I play games, I'm a gamer, but for me, I only play multiplayer games like Apex, Splitgate, Overwatch, to name a few that I actually do play. And I've never really played single player games before. All the single player games that I played, in huge quotation marks, I watched some YouTuber play it. Games like Inside, let's say Night in the Woods, Life is Strange, Little Nightmares, FNAF, obviously, the Last of Us. Some of these are like my favorite games of all time. I just like really never played them and watched them. I just don't know, it's pretty weird. Yeah, but as like the writing of this like video, I made an exception. Have you guys heard of the game Oxenfree? Oxenfree is probably my favorite like indie game of all time. It has everything I like in a game, the sci-fi premise, the simple but complex puzzles, and like a neat little story. When I saw, and well, the first one I saw Jacksepticeye play a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. This was like the first game like I really watched that I really wanted to play. I was gonna get it until I saw that they were gonna make a sequel. I had mixed feelings about them making a sequel because the first game had like three perfect endings, and all of them tied up the story perfectly. And uh if they like screwed it up somehow with the sequel, I was gonna like throw hands. But I was open to what was like in store, and I have to say, after sinking like almost a full 24 hours into this sequel, into this game, I would say that this one is very worthy one to have. The story of this game is tied into the first perfectly, doing every doing what every sequel should do and expanding its world. It's about a girl named Riley, and she got a new job in this town called Camino with her partner, Jacob. What they have to do is plant transmitters all over the island for environmental research. But what it really does is open the dimensional portal. Because Camino is basically like one of the cities, Edwards Island, which is where the first game took place, kind of like neighbors. Yeah, so just like the story, I think, and this is one of my main criticisms of the first game, is that the story is structured it's very repetitive. In this game, you plant the transmitters, something shocking happens, surprised face, character does something crazy, the sunken appear, and repeat. Mainly, same thing with like the first game, as I said. You go, since they're all separated, you go get their friend, something shocking happens. Yeah, yeah, this formula was like really predictable to me as like a gameplay standpoint. The main reason why it isn't as predictable in the first game is, I think it's because of the story and the sunker and Jesus, the sunken, who are basically like the ghosts, the afterlife. We as an audience really didn't know how far they would go as like a villain, and it was just like they were just a new threat, and the mystery of the first game is what captured it pretty well. But for the sequel, at least for me, I basically know what the mystery is and the limits they would take. It like the limits they would take, and just feels like run to the ground. Um, but with that, like how it feels like the first game, I feel everything about this game feels like the first, but with a good story, but with like a good story that ties it together. The only thing that like is like I would say that they do better is Riley's character. Um, uh, uh, like Riley's like trauma. I mean, well, same thing with Alex. Yeah, her trauma is executed the same way actually, with her experiencing their past. And for this one, I like that they did future through glitches in time by the sunken. But the only thing that's different is Riley is seeing her future, which is one thing that I think that would spice it up. That's a good transition to her character, which is really complex, with it being about, unlike Alex's character being sad and tragic, Riley's is more simple for trying to find her way in life and has guilt of having her life feel that way. With her father being a serious alcoholic, she goes into the same path he had and has a rope caught in like self-loathing and anxiety and doubt of doing anything about it to fix it. And for her, seeing the future in her visions has a greater effect on her change with her son, with her son, Rex, telling her to do something, which she eventually does. Another really like great MC, on par with Alex in my opinion. So yeah, that was a really interesting way the game handled her character. The main villain of the game is this is like, well, it's really kind of like Alex in a way. It's very sad and tragic. Olivia, who Sunken manipulates. She also had this like her parents. She wants to get her dead parents back if and the Sunken manipulated her and telling her she will get her dead parents back if she opens the portal. Blah 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 blah. She goes through obviously great lengths to open back the portal, starting a cult, and goes through a journey of like betrayal, sadness, and self-determination. This ties really into the ending, in which there are three different ones, and same with the first game. The endings are actually pretty cool, not gonna lie. You have to sacrifice your partner Jacob, Riley, or Olivia. I chose Olivia obviously because sacrificing me, like the MC, was like a stupid thing to do, and sacrificing Jacob was to me a stupid thing to do because I really didn't have like spend that much time with him. But yeah, I picked obviously like Olivia because through like the game, I feel like I had that logic of she went through enough to get her parents back, and because I feel like if speaking from experience, if you were told that you would get your dead parents back, would you take it? I'm pretty sure like every person, even with all like the progress you've made, you would take it. Like I feel like every person would do that, no matter how far they evolved as a person, and yeah, how much they would always take it. So yeah, I kind of had like sympathy for her, which was one thing I really didn't have for the Sunken. It's nice to add like a villain that you can kind of feel sympathy for. Yeah, that really kind of wraps up my review of the game. Sorry if this video was all like janky and stuff. I'm getting back into the mood of making videos, and two, I really didn't know how to like review a game. So yeah, I'll give this game an 8.5 out of 10. It's a good ass sequel. Play the first one. Oxenfree is one of my favorite games of all time. If I ever made a 3x3, it would be on there. Um, yeah, it's a good game. Alright guys, see you in the next video.